सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर।
स्वागतम स्वागतम संस्कृत छात्रेभ्यः प्रियेभ्यश्च। एतावता गतकक्षायामेव अस्माभिः अस्य महतः पुस्तकस्य कथापुस्तकस्य पंचतन्त्रस्य आदिमः भागः नाम्ना मित्रभेदमिति मित्रभेदः इति यत् तन्त्रमासीत्, तन्त्रं नाम पुस्तकं प्रथमं पुस्तकं तत् समापितमासीत्। तदनन्तरमेव किञ्चिदेव द्वितीयं तन्त्रं मित्रसम्प्राप्तिः नाम द्वितीयं तन्त्रं यत् वर्तते तत् तन्त्रं स्वीकृत्य किञ्चित् पठितमपि आसीत्। अत्र अस्मिन् तन्त्रे द्वितीयतन्त्रे मित्रसम्प्राप्ति नामक तन्त्रे तत्र चत्वारि नामानि आगच्छन्ति श्रीनिवास। विशेषतः इदानीं प्रारम्भिकस्तरे तत्र अस्मिन् तन्त्रे कति कथाः केवलं एकवारं स्मर्तव्यमेव अस्माभिः। गततन्त्रे मित्रभेदे 23 कथाः आसन्। अस्मिन् तन्त्रे तावत् कथानां संख्या न्यूना वर्तते। वस्तुतः न्यूना नाम इदानीं वास्तविकसंख्या मित्रसम्प्राप्तौ षड् एव तत्र कथाः सन्ति। So by all means this is the shortest tantra of all the 5 tantras, because the next tantra Kakolvikyam also is a very big tantra which has got 17 stories, and Labdha Pranasha has about 11 stories, and the last one Avarikshita Karaka also is big enough, having 14 stories. This is the only tantra. Second book is 6, having only 6 stories. Only 6 stories are there. And you know the main characters we have already outlined: Kaka, then Akuhu, Mruga, and Kurma. Kaka is crow, Aku is mouse, Mruga is the deer, and the Kurma is the turtle. These are the main characters. We are going through the prologue, introduction to the second Tantra, Mitra Samprapti. Srinivas, you can read. अथ पंचतंत्रे मित्रसम्प्राप्तिर्नाम द्वितीयं तन्त्रम्। अथेदम् आरभ्यते मित्रसम्प्राप्तिर्नाम द्वितीयं तन्त्रम्। यस्यायम् आद्यः श्लोकः। This sloka also, the opening line, I mean the poem of this introductory part is also been studied by us in the last class. Asadhana api prajna buddhimanto bahusrutaha sadhayantyashu karyani kakakhu mrugakurmavat. This is up to this point we read. Asadhana api prajnaha buddhimantaha bahusruta. Buddhimantaha bahusrutaha प्राज्ञाः जनाः असाधनापि साधयन्ति आशु कार्याणि। असाधना सन्तः अपि साधनरहिताः सन्तः अपि कार्याणि साधयन्ति। आशु शीघ्रमेव साधयन्ति कार्याणि बुद्धिमन्तः। कथं तत्र यथा काक आकु मृग कूर्मवत्। Asmin Tantre, Dvitiya Tantri, in this second book of Panchatantra, just like the crow, the mouse, the deer, and the turtle achieved their goals like that. Srinivas, text.
Yes, sir.
Tad yatha anushruyati, from there. Tad yatha anushruyati.
Yeah. तद यथा अनुश्रूयते अस्ति दक्षिणात्ये जनपदे महिलारोप्यं नाम नगरम् तस्य न अतिदूरतस्थः
महोच्छ्रायमान्
महोच्छ्रायवान् नाना विहंग विहंग उपभुक्त फलः कौटीरावृत
कीटैरावृत
sorry
को
कीटैरावृत कोटरश्छायाश्वासित पथिक जनसमूहो न्यग्रोधपादपो महान् अथवा युक्तम् उक्तम्.
युक्तम् उक्तम् इति.
Yeah.
So श्लोकः इतः पूर्वमेव पठितः पाठितश्च is already been done. तद् यथा अनुश्रूयते, as it is heard, अनुश्रूयते heard as per the tradition etc. तद् यथा अनुश्रूयते कर्मणि प्रयोग अस्ति. There was दाक्षिणात्ये जनपदे, in the southern region of this country, दाक्षिणात्ये जनपदे महिलारोप्यम नाम नगरम. There was a city to the southern part of this country, Bharata Desha, Mahilaropyam Nama Nagaram, a city by name Mahilaropyam. Sometimes I get Srinivas a doubt whether Mailapur is the same or what. Corrupt form of Mailapur. Mailapur is maybe the Mahilaropyam. Tasya na atidurastah, tasya nagarasya, Mahilaropya namakasya nagarasya na atidurastah, not very far away from that city Mahilaropya. Mahochrayavan, Maha Uchrayavan, a highly shady tree. Uchraya, Chayavan, Mahochrayavan, Mahancha Asau, Uchrayascha. Uchraya here means in this particular here height, very tall tree. Uchraya, Maha Uchrayavan, very tall, lengthy, tall. Nana Vihanga Upabhukta Palaha. A tree was there, not very far away from that Mahilaropya city, which was very tall. Mahan Uchrayaha Yasya Nana Vihanga Upabhukta Palaha, whose trees, the fruits of which tree, which is under description now, Nana Vihanga, Nana Vida Vihangaihi Upabhuktani Palani Yasya Saha, that tree whose fruits were eaten by, enjoyed by various types of birds. See, the very beginning, this poem speaks so beautifully, describes about the utility of the trees, Srinivas. How trees are useful. I think no other living being is so useful as the trees are useful. That is why Vyasa says in Bhagavata, Pashyata etan mahanubhavan. In Bhagavatam, Srinivas, Mahanubhava, this is the word used by Veda Vyasa. Pashyata etan mahanubhavan. Look at these great souls standing in the form of trees, etc. Nana vihanga upabhukta palaha. This is an adjective for Visheshana for the Vriksha, Srinivas. Nana vidhaihi vihangaihi upabhuktani phalani yasya saha vrikshaha kitaihi avruta kotaraha. And not only that, it was very tall, firstly. Secondly, whose fruits were enjoyed by various types of birds. Kitaihi avruta kotaraha. And the kotara means the hollow of the trees. When a tree is very big, naturally it will have some hollows. So kitaihi avruta kotaraha. Its hollowness, the cavity, you can say what you call the hollow of the tree, were occupied by, the hollows of this tree were occupied by the different types of insects. Kitaihi avruta kotaraha. Chaya ashwasita patika jana samuha. So one way birds are described, insects are benefited. It was very tall, birds are enjoying the tree, the insects are having shelter. Then Chaya ashwasita patika jana samuha. Patika jana samuha means a group of travelers who used to go by that side, by the ties of the side of the tree. What would they do? Chaya ashwasita. They were comforted. Chayaya toshita patika. Chaya ashwasita means chayaya toshita. Patika jana samuha. Patika jananam samuha, patika jana samuha. The group of travelers were comforted by its shade, shadow. Chaya Ashwasita Patikajana Samuha. This is all these are Visheshanas, adjective to that. Nyagrodha. Nyagrodha Padapaha. That is the word here used. Padapa means Vriksha. Nyagrodha. So there was a banyan tree, Nyagrodha, lofty, tall banyan tree. Nyagrodha means it grows in a inverted manner. Nyagrodha Padapaha Mahan. And look at the Visheshana at the end. Nyagrodha Padapaha Mahan. Mahan Padapaha. Padapaha nama Vriksha. We know the derivation. Padaihi Pibati iti Padapaha. Padaihi नाम तत्र तस्य its roots padas are the roots padaihi pivati padapa. So atava yuktam uktam, or rightly it is said. Yes, you read.
छाया सुप्त मृगः शकुंत निहैर् विश्वक विलुप्तच्छदः कीटैरावृतकोटरः कपिकुलैः स्कन्धे कृतप्रश्रयः.
Next page.
विश्रब्धं मधुपैर्निपीतकुसुमः श्लाघ्यः स एव द्रुमः सर्वाङ्गैर्बहुसत्त्वसङ्गसुखदो भूभारभूतोपरः.
And the writer very rightly condemns all other living beings in comparison with, in compared to the Mahan Padapaha. Padaihi Vriksha Mulaihi Padanama atra Mulaihi. Srinivas. Mula. Mulaihi Pivati iti Padapaha. That is the derivative meaning there. Now the full total poem is like this. Chaya Supta Mrugaha. Firstly, Mrugaha. It was a tree which made the animals, the deer, sleep under its shadow. Srinivas. Chaya Supta Mrugaha Vrikshaha. This is Mahan Vrikshahana. So under whose shadow, many deer, many animals slept there. Not only animals sleep under the shade of the tree, human beings also sleep. You know, when we go to our village side, Srinivas, in summer especially. Why village side? Even cities also, many people, what do you call the peddlers? Many peddlers in summer, they just stand under the shade of the tree, shadow of the tree, and they do business. You know, many businesses right in our city are performed under the shadow of the chaya of the tree. So here he says chaya supta mrugaha tasya mahataha vrikshasya nyagrodha padapasya chayayam suptaha mruga. So animals, deer took shelter under its chaya. Shakunta nivahaihi vishwag viluptachadaha. Shakunta nivahai. Shakunta means here birds, vihanga. Shakunta nama vihanga. Vihanga nivahai. Nivahai means samuhai. Vishwak everywhere. Vishwak viluptachadaha. And then the what do you call the foliage of the tree, Srinivas? The foliage of the tree all round, the birds occupied the what do you call the branches and the leaves. Shakunta Nivahai means groups of birds, Vishwak everywhere, Viluptachadaha. They were resting, taking shelter under the trees, what do you call the leaves, chada. Understand? How do the birds cannot sit they sit on the top of the tree and under the coverage of the leaves. So that is the here. So groups of birds took shelter under the leaves. That is the idea. Shakunta why again repeat Shakunta means here like this is how the Shakuntala Nataka is made after. You know why Shakuntala is given name? Because when this child was found by the sage in the Kanva Maharshi in the story of Shakuntala, Kanva was going for his evening prayer or some prayer and he found that child crying. And when the child was left there abandoned by Vishwamitra and that Menaka, the birds, Shakunta, a type of birds called Shakunta, they were feeding the crying baby. Birds were feeding the crying baby. When the Maharshi looked at this scene, he said, since this baby is fed by the Shakunta, she is given as the name as Shakuntala. So, understand now? Shakunta Nivaha Samuhaihi Vishwak Viluptachadaha. So they hid, the groups of birds hid under its foliage, under its leaves. Fine. Kitaihi Avruta Kotara. This is already expressed there previously. Kitaihi Avruta Kotara. It's hollow. The tree's hollow was occupied, Avruta covered by the insects. Kapikulaihi Skande Krutapashtrayaha. Kapikulaihi. Kapikula means Kapinam Kulani. Kapikula. Kapikula. So multitudes of monkeys, you know.
Yeah.
Monkeys. They took shelter under the branches. Kapikulaihi Skande Krutapashtrayaha. Krutashraya. So the monkeys, they can't hide. For them, the support is only the branches. Therefore, Skande on the branch. Kapikulaihi, Vanarakulaihi, Vanara Samuhaihi, Skande, Vrikshasya Skande, Kruta Pastraya, Kruta Astraya. Next. Visrabdham, Visrabdham Madhupaihi, Nipita Kusumaha. And then he is not leaving the Madhupas here. Madhu Pibati iti Madhupaha. Srinivas.
Yeah.
Madhu Pibati iti Madhupaha. Madhupaha nama honeybee. Honeybee. Vishrabdam very freely, very confidently. Madhupaihi, Madhukaraihi, Nipita Kusumaha. The Kusuma, the flowers of this tree were enjoyed by the honeybees very confidently. Vishrabdam, Madhupaihi, Madhukaraihi, Nipita Kusumaha. So, Nipitani Kusumani. Vishrabdam, Madhupaihi, Madhukaraihi, Nipitani Kusumani, Yasya Saha. This is all Bahuri. That tree whose flowers were enjoyed by the honeybees very confidently, very freely, etc. Slagyaha. Then he says Slagyaha. Slaghaniyaha. Shamsaniyaha. Shasyaha. Shamsaniyaha. Saeva drumaha. That tree alone. Drumaha nama atra vrikshaha. Drumaha padapaha vrikshaha. So, only that tree is worth praiseworthy rather. Saeva drumaha, saeva mahanya grodha padapaha, slagyaha, slaganiyaha, prashamsarhaha iti. Then sarva, because why so? Sarva angaihi bahusatva sanga sukadaha. Another viseshana for the tree, Srinivas. Sarvangaihi vrikshaha Nyagrodha Padapahayaha Vartate Yatra Yasya Varnanam Kavina Kriyate Vishnu Sharmana Yasya Vrikshasya Padapasya Sarvangaihi Sarvaihi Angaihi Skandhena Patraihi Chayaya Chaya Angam na bhavati tatra parantu Skandhena Patraihi Palaihi Kusumaihi Vrikshasya angani etani eva. Sarvangaihi, with all its limbs. The tree's limbs are the branches, the flowers and the leaves, etc. Sarvangaihi bahu sattva sanga sukadaha. Bahunam sattvanam sangaha, bahu sattva sangaha, tadrushasya bahu sattva sangasya sukadaha, sukam dadati iti sukadaha. This tree went on giving the comfort to various groups of living beings by its various parts. Sarvangaihi bahusattva bahuprani sanga sukadaha. So it has so many angas, so many body limbs. With so many body limbs, it went and gave comfort to so many living beings. Like already covered, na? Like monkeys are covered, insects are covered, animals are resting, men are resting. And when this type of tree is killed, it is further useful for humanity. They make furniture out of it. They make so many things out of it, out of the body of the tree. So sarvangaihi, the idea is every inch of a tree is useful to the creatures. Not only human beings, already described, other creatures also. That is why the word is used here, Bahu Sattva. Sattva means here prani. Bahu Sattva Sanga Sukadaha. And therefore, Bhubhara Bhutaha Aparaha. Aparaha Anyaha Prani Yakopi Bhavatu Manavaha Api Srinivas. Now man is also here included. Aparaha Nama Manavaha Api Yakopi Bhavati Aparaha Kevalam Bhubhara Bhutaha. Bhumau Bharabhutaha eva Bhubharabhutaha eva. All other living beings are just a burden on the face of the earth. Wow, what a eulogy, what a estimation, what a praise of the tree. Trees are so useful. Every inch of their part is useful, and every other living being is just a burden on the earth. Bhubharabhutaha aparaha. Having the second, this Tantra, Mitra Samprapti, starting with a beautiful poem, especially about the importance and significance and the usefulness of trees, how they are important they are, and in comparison to them, no other living being is so comparable. On the other hand, the poet says, Bhubhara Bhutaha Aparaha. Every other being is just a burden. Yes.
तत्र च लघुपतनकः नाम वायसः प्रतिवसति स्म स कदाचित् प्राणयात्रार्थं पुरमुद्दिश्य प्रचलितः यावत् प्रपश्यति तावत् जालहस्तोऽति कृष्णतनुः स्फुटितचरण ऊर्ध्वकेशः यमकिङ्कराकारः नरः सम्मुखे बभूव.
Yeah. Having described this tree, which was there very close to the Mailaropya Nagara, Tatra there cha Laghu Patanakaha Nama Vayasaha Prativasati Sma. Very beautiful usage of the Sma here.
Yeah.
Lived Sma Bhuti. There lived Lang Lakare. There lived a crow Vayasaha Nama Kakaha. By name Nama Laghu Patanakaha. Laghu Patanaka it is given because Laghu means swift, short. Laghu means short. Patana means flying. It flies very swiftly. A crow takes off very soon. The takeoff of the crow is very swift. That is why it is called Laghu Patanaka. Nama Vayasaha Prativasati Sma. For that matter, all birds come under the same category. But here a particular name is given to this Vayas. Laghu Patanaka. Kadachit, someday, sometime, Pranayatrartham. Pranayatrartham means Jivikoparjanartham. Pranayatra means Jivikartham, for making livelihood. You know, the moment the sun rises, except man, all other living creatures, animals, birds, they go in search of food. Right?
Yeah.
Man should also go, but man has stored so much that he need not go every day for food. Storing capacity is there with man. Otherwise, man would also, if you take a caveman, then caveman must have taken to hills every morning. He used to go for hunt and then find out some food. So that is what. Laghupatanaka, this crow, kadachit pranayatrartham, jivika uparjanartham, puram uddishya prachalitaha. It started towards some city, other city, puram, or the same city could be. Going to the city, maybe it got some more food. Puram uddishya prachalitaha, moved, prachalitaha, tanta. Yavat prapashyati. When it moved to heading towards the city, in the meantime, yavat prapashyati, it finds. Tavat, in the meantime, it finds tavat. Jala hasta ati krishna tanhu. There, when it took to flight for finding some food, then it saw. No sooner it took than it saw. Tavat Jalahastaha. There was a man coming with a net in his hand. Jalam aste yasya saha Jalahastaha. Chakrapani like Vahuri Samasa Srinivas. Jalam haste yasya saha Jalahastaha. A man in whose hand there is a net. So carrying the net, Jalahastaha. Ati Krishna Tanuhu. How was he looking? Ati Krishna Tanuhu. He was very black. Dangerously black, jet black, what you say. Ati Krishna Tanuhu. His body was black in color. Pitchy black. Then Sputita Charana, very fast moving. Sputita Charana. And then Urdhva Keshaha, his hair is also described here. Urdhva Keshaha. You are reminded of that Urdhva Moolam Adashaka like. Urdhva Keshaha. Urdhva Keshaha. His hair is uncombed. Why this description? This hunter, fowler, his hair is standing all like upside,
Yeah.
Urdhva Keshaha. If it was Kesha Samskara was done, then it would be in a proper shape. So there is no Kesha Samskara that is given to understand now. Urdhva Keshaha with his hair standing up. Yamakinkara Akaraha. He was looking like the servant of Yama, Yamadharmaraja. Yamakinkara. Kinkara means Sevaka.
Karoti. Kim
Ah,
karomi.
Kim karomi.
Kim karomi.
Kinkara is derived in Sanskrit. For the lovers of Sanskrit, Kim Karomi, Kim Karomi. A fellow who stands very close to this master and says, Kim Karomi, Kim Karomi. What shall I do? What shall I do? Kim Karomi. So, Kim Karomi, one who says, what shall I do? He is called a Kinkara. Yamakinkara Akaraha. Whose Akara, physic or the appearance was like the appearance of a Yamakinkara, the servant of Yama. Naraha, man. Sammukaha. He became in front of this crow. Sammukaha babuva. This crow became confronted with this man who was looking like the servant of the Yama, whose hair was standing all upright and was walking very swift, very dark colored complexioned fellow and holding a net. Now the crow here is Laghupatanaka in the story Srinivas is very shrewd. Crow stands for a shrewd man, very intelligent. Immediately the crow senses danger to the birds. Next.
अथ तं दृष्ट्वा शङ्कितमना व्यचिन्तयत् यदयं दुरात्मा अद्य मम आश्रयवटपादसम्मुखोऽभ्येति तन्न ज्ञायते किमद्य वटवासिनां विहङ्गमानां संशयो भविष्यति न वा.
Atha. Then tam društva. Tam means him in English. Tam, him, rhyme. So who is this him fellow here? Tam naram. Already described. Tam naram. Kidrusham naram. Jala hastam naram. Ati Krishna tanum naram. Sputita charanam naram. Urdhvakesham naram. Yamakinkarakaram naram. You should say. Tadrusham naram. Društva. Having seen such a earlier described man, Shankita Manaha, the crow immediately went into suspicion. It began to doubt. Shankita Manaha yasya saha vyachintayeta. With a doubt, it started thinking. Now, this is the behavior of intelligent people. The moment they see, they suspect something and they begin to think. Anyway, Yadayam Duratma, Yad, that Ayam Duratma, this wicked fellow, Adya today, Mama Ashraya Vatapadapa Sammukaha Abhyeti. That this fellow, the fact that this fellow, this wicked fellow, Duratma, Ayam, Mama Ashrama Vatapadapa Sammukaha Abhyeti. Where is he heading? Mama, my Ashraya Vatapadapa, my residence. The tree, Nagrodha Padapa is the Ashraya Padapa. Vatapadapa is the Ashraya Padapa, that is the refuge of this crow. Ashraya Vata Padapa Sammukaha Abhyati. The fact that this fellow is heading towards my residence, which is the tree, Abhyati. Abhyati means heading. Tat, therefore, na gnayate, not known, kim adya, what today, vatavasinam vihangamanam. The crow has, see, if the crow was not so intelligent and selfish, if it were selfish, it would have gone in search of food. Let him go what to do. But it sensed some danger to the other birds sitting on the tree. So that is what he said. Tanna gnayate, therefore it is not known. Kim adya, today, what? Vatavasinam vihangamanam, to the Vatavasi. Like Vatavasinam means residents of the Vatavruksha. Vatavruksha vasinam, nivasinam, vihangamanam, pakshinam, sangshayaha vinashaha bhavishyati. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know whether safety will be there to the birds living on the tree or not. Safety will be there or not. Yes.
एवं बहुविधं विचिन्त्य तत् क्षणात् निवृत्य तमेव वटपादं गत्वा सर्वान् विहङ्गमान् प्रोवाच भोः अयं दुरात्मा लुब्धकः जालतण्डुलहस्तः समभ्येति तत् सर्वथा तस्य न विश्वसनीयम् एष जालं प्रसार्य तण्डुलान् प्रक्षेप्स्यति ते तण्डुला भवद्भिः सर्वैरपि कालकूटसदृशा द्रष्टव्या.
Yeah, go back a little. Evam bahuvidham vichintya. Evam, in this manner, bahuvidham vichintya, having thought over in so many ways, tat kshanat, immediately, with no lapse of time, tat kshanat nivrutya, returned. The crow thought like this, there would be danger to my fellow beings, and immediately nivrutya returned. Tameva vatapadapam gatva, it went to the same banyan tree, vatapadapam vatavraksham gatva, sarvan vihangaman. Sarvan vihangaman, addressed all the birds residing on the tree. Sarvan pakshinaha vihangan. Vihangama, the vihanga shabda is in three ways available. Srinivas. Vihagaha, vihangaha, vihangamaha. Srinivas. Vihagaha, vihangaha, vihangamaha. Three ways. So vihangaman. And you know the derivation we have told? Remember?
Yeah.
Vihayasa gacchati iti vihangaha. Vihagaha. Vihayas means sky. It goes through the sky. So in that way, even an aeroplane can be called vihangaha because it goes through the sky only. But Rudi Artha is a pakshi.
Yeah.
So when Sanskrit developed, aeroplanes were not developed. Sarvan vihangaman, all the birds provacha addressed. Oh my friends, I am Duratma, this wicked fellow, Lubdakaha. This Lubdaka means hunter. Lubdaka, this wicked hunter, Jala Tandula Hastaha, carrying a net in his hand, Jala Tandula Hastaha, Samabhyeti is heading. This fellow is heading with a net in his hand, Samabhyeti. Tat, so, Sarvatha, by all means, Tasyana Vishwasaniyam, you should not believe him. At any cost, you should not believe him. Esha, this fellow, Eshaha, Etat Shabda, Jalam Prasarya, Esha, Duratma, Durtaha, Esha Duratma, Jalam Prasarya, having spread the net, Tandulan Prakshepsyati, he will scatter the rice. You know, this is the way the hunters catch the birds. They first put down the net, and over the net they spread the what do you call, the seeds of any seeds like grain. So Tandula means here rice.
Yeah.
prakshepsyati. Prakshipati, future tense, prakshepsyati. He will scatter the rice grains over the net after spreading it. Te tandulaha, visarga. Te tandulaha, those rice grains of rice, bhavadbihi, by you all, sarvaihi, you all, api kala kuta sadrushaha drastavyaha. How should you look upon those grains of rice? By all. Bhavadbihi sarvaihi api kala kuta sadrushaha drastavyaha. They should be looked at like looking at the deadly poison kalakuta. Don't think them to be, take them to be gulab jamun. They are poison, something, poisonous sweet, poisoned sweets. If somebody eats gulab jamun, then waters, na? So for the birds, innocent birds, these rice grains are tongue tempting. So Kaka, the Lagupatranaka very carefully says, don't look at them. Look at them as the deadliest poison. Evam. Yeah.
एवं वदतः तस्य स लुब्धकः तत्र वटतले आगत्य जालं प्रसार्य सिन्धुवारसदृशान् तण्डुलान् प्रक्षिप्य न अतिदूरं गत्वा निभृतः स्थितः.
So when the crow, immediately, crow is fast now, that is why it is called Lagupatanakaha. It came very swiftly, addressed the birds, warned them, asked them not to get tempted and look upon the grains of rice as deadly poison, Kalakuta Visha. Evam Vadataha. As the crow was talking like this, telling them, Tasya Lagupatanakasya Evam Vadataha. As Lagupatanaka was talking like this, Salubdakaha, the hunter, that hunter, Tatra, there, Vatatale, he came under the Vatavriksha, under the Vatavriksha, Vatatale, Vatavriksha Tale, Agatya, having come there, Jalam Prasarya, he did spread the net, Jalam Prasarya, Jalase Prasaranam Akarot, Sindhu Vara Sadrushan Tandulan Prakshipya, and then he put Prakshipya, having scattered the Tandulas. How are these grain? The poet describes here, Srinivas. Sindhuvara is a small tree whose berries are very white. Sindhuvara is supposed to be a tree, small tree, whose berries are supposed to be very, very white. So here the idea in comparison is that, like we compare Saraswati, Ya Kundindu, Tushara Hara Dhavala, Kunda Iva Dhavala, Tushara Iva Dhavala, Induriva Dhavala. Three adjectives. Not happy. Generally in Upama, in comparison, there is only one adjective. But in this, Kunda is there. Kunda is jasmine. Tushara is snow. Indu is snow. All are three. So like that here, Sindhuvara is that flower. So very white. Idea is very white, sparkling white. Srinivas. Sparkling white. Sadrushan. Sindhuvara. You can say Pushpa, if it is like Sindhuvara. Sindhuvara Pushpa Sadrushan. Like the Sindhuvara flowers, Tandulan, the rice grains, Prakshipya, having dumped them, thrown them on the net. Na ati duram gatva. Nati duram gatva. Not going far away. He went to nearby place. Nibhrutaha. Tushnim. Stitaha. Nibhrutaha means silently. Stitaha, he stood. This hunter stood very silently, hid himself in a short distance. Then, Atha?
Yeah. Atha, te pakshinah tatra sthitaste लघुपतनक वाक्यार्गलया निवारिताः तान् तण्डुलान् हालाहलाङ्कुरानिव वीक्षमाणा निभृताः तस्थुः.
So in these two lines, the writer tells that, in the story just now we read, Laghupatanaka immediately returned back to the tree and warned the birds there sitting on the tree, right?
Yeah.
And the birds were alert. Now these two lines tell the Atha then, te pakshinaha, those birds, te vihangamaha, pakshinaha here is using. ye pakshina, I'm sorry. Ye pakshina means whichever birds, tatra stitaha, which stood there, tatra tishtanti sma, tatra nama, tasmin padape, vatavrikshe, tasmin
Yeah.
vatavrikshe stitaha, which stationed themselves there, they, lagupatanaka vakya argalaya, nivaritaha, they were prevented by the words of lagupatanaka. Lagupatanaka, that is very simple, vakya, simple, argala means the bolt Srinivas. Like Telugu bhashayam vayam kathayamaha golem. Argalam means golem. So lagupatanaka vakyameva argala. So that means prevented by the prevented by the words of lagupatanaka. Lagupatanaka vakyam means lagupatanakasya vakyam. Tena vakyena tad vakyameva argala. Vakya argala. Taya vakya argalaya. Argala is Strilinga Shabda.
Yeah.
So with the prevented by the words of Lagupatanaka the crow, Nivaritaha, te pakshinaha, ye tatra stitaha asan, te nivaritaha, they all were stopped. They prevented themselves. Tan, Tandulan, and then they prevented themselves, they were prevented. Tan, Tandulan, here is Sandhi, Tams, Tandulan, those grains of rice. Hala halankuraniva vikshamana. How did they begin to look at this rice thrown, scattered on the net? Hala hala ankuran iva, as if the sprouts of deadly poison. See, here two words are used here by the writer. Earlier he said, when the crow said Kalakuta Sadrusha, Kalakuta, hala hala, I think almost the same. Hala hala ankuraniva, like the sprouts of hala hala, deadliest poison iva, vikshamanaha, watching, nibhrutaha, silently, tastuhu, tushnim tastuhu, tastuhu is atishtan. They stood silently, being prevented by the words of Lagupatanaka, the birds which were there already on the tree. But unfortunately, now this scene shifts immediately now. Atrantare, Srinivas. Srinivas?
Sorry, sir. Atrantare Chitragrivo Nama Kapodarajaha Sahasra Parivaraha Pranayatrartham Paribhraman Tan Tandulan Duratopi Pashyan Laghupatanakena Nivaryamanopi Jihva Laulyat Bhakshanartham Apatat Saparivaro Nibaddhascha.
In these three lines, the writer shifts the scene here. The scene is shifting from that Mahan Vatavriksha. Of course, Vatavriksha trees are safe now because they were prevented, they were told, they remember they were prevented by the words, remembering the words of the Lagupatanaka, the crow. But what happened in the meantime? Atrantare. In the meantime, Chitragrivahanama Kapotarajaha. There was a Kapotaraja, king of the pigeons, Kapota, pigeons. Whose name was Chitragriva. Now, how beautifully this is given. Chitragriva means colored neck. Srinivas.
Yeah.
Colorful neck. The pigeons have colors.
Yes.
Chitragriva nama Kapotarajaha, the pigeon king, Sahasra Parivaraha, with 1,000 birds. Now the scene is 1,000 birds were led by the leader king of the pigeons, whose name is given is Chitragrivaha. Sahasra Parivara, with his 1,000 followers, Parivara means here followers, Pranayatrartham, they were also going in search of food. 1,000 flight of 1,000 birds going in search of food, led by their leader Chitragriva. Paribhraman, there you break, Paribhraman, roaming. Roaming means it is applicable to flying, we should say. Words don't roam, flying. Paribhraman, Uddayan, you can say. Tan, Tandulan. So they were going in search of food, and they happened to, from distance, Durat, Tan, Tandulan, those rice grains. Now, already carefully the poet said, Sindhuvara Sadrushan. They were very white. Now, in telling us that these grains, the hunter chose such grains which could be easily spotted by the birds from a distance. Srinivas.
Yeah.
They were so white that they could be spotted by the birds from a distance. So, while flying 1,000 birds which were coming, going in search of food, Brahman, Tan, Tandula, and those rice grains, Durataha api, even from a distance also, Pashyan, seeing, Lagupatanakena nivaryamanaha api. But Lagupatanaka is here, stood there, and he was also preventing them. Don't get down, don't get down. Maybe he was shouting. Ma avatarata, don't come down, don't come down. There is a danger. But they were so hungry, they could not listen to this warning. That is why he says, Lagupatanakena nivarya manaha api, even being prevented by, though prevented by the Lagupatanaka. And the reason given here is that why were they not heeding, caring to the warning words, preventing words of Lagupatanaka? The next word is important. Jihva laulyat, Srinivas. Jihva laulyat, what is it? Tongue temptation here. Tongue temptation. Jihva is tongue. Laulyam is temptation. You know, now this is common not only the birds but even human beings also, Srinivas. When we see a certain dish or when we smell a powerful smell from a dish, what happens? Jihva laulyam. So the writer very beautifully puts here, Jihva laulyat, because of the temptation of the tongue, bhakshanartam, for eating, apatat, they flew down. Here we should not take they fell down, they flew down, apatat. Saparivarah, they flew down, sat over the net, unnoticing the net, attracted by the white, beautiful, what do you call, grains of rice, nibaddha cha, and they were caught. That entire 1,000 group of birds led by its leader was caught. Nibaddha, athava sadhu idamuchyati, or it is rightly said. And we
जिह्वालौल्यप्रसक्तानां जलमध्यनिवासिनाम् अचिन्तितो वधोज्ञानां मीनानामिव जायते.
Then the writer says, now look here what happens to the people who are not self-controlled. Jihva laulya prasaktanam, to all those people who are deeply interested in catering to in satisfying their tongue, Srinivas. Jihva laulya prasaktanam, people who are always busy in catering to what do you call, in satisfying their taste buds of the tongue. Jihva laulya prasaktanam jalamadhya nivasinam. And also, here it is an adjectival to jalamadhya nivasinam. Jalamadhya nivasinam jalajantunam. The aquatic animals, water animals, which are given to temptation of their tongue, achintitaha vadho agnanam meenanam eva jayati. Now here jalamadhya nivasinam meenanam. So the entire thing is an adjective for meenanam, Srinivas. Jihva laulya prasak. Now the very common thing we should remember, how do people catch fish? You have seen anything? There is a fishing rod, and the rod, at the end of the rod, there will be some what do you call? What is the food for the animal? Some insect-like thing, na?
Yeah.
They put some insect there and they dump into the water rod. And you know, this fish, thinking it to be some eatable, it only sees the that insect. Not insect, it is, sorry. Some getting, what do they keep at the end of this? some kind of we are not fishermen, so we don't know. Anyway, so they keep something to attract the fishes, na?
Yeah.
The fish comes only seeing that bait, getting tempted, and then when the fish touches that, immediately it gets caught into the hook. Hook does not. The fish does not see the hook, but only sees the food.
Food, yeah.
Food. It only sees the food like that. Jalamadhya nivasinam, living in the midst of the water. Meenanam, the fishes. Jihva laulya prasaktanam, which have got the tongue temptation. Achintitaha vadaha, they get unexpected death. They get unexpected death. Achintitaha vadaha.
Jayate.
Agnanam, and these Agna, another word is used here. Agnanam, Meenanam. To the stupid, to the unintelligent, to the stupid fishes who live in the water and who are tempted by their tongue. Tesham etadushanam meenanam agnanam meenanam achintitaha vadaha jayati. Unthinkable death comes. So in the same way, now in the situation, the birds only saw the grains and did not see the net. They were so hungry that they just were carried by the grains and they hopped on the net. They landed on the net. Immediately they were caught. So that is Athava.
Yeah. अथवा दैव प्रतिकूलतया भवति अयम्.
Bhavati
एवं न तस्य दोषोऽस्ति उक्तं च.
Yeah. Athava.
Yeah.
Or else Daiva Pratikulataya Bhavatyam. So then the writer says, if somebody is landing up in trouble, Srinivas, if someone is landing in trouble, somebody is getting into trouble, it happens Daiva Pratikulataya, because your fate is not in your favor. Anukulataya na, Daivasya Pratikulataya, because fate being, your luck being in not in favor of you. Not in favor of you. When luck is not in favor, then such things happen, he says. Natasya. I think Vishnu Sharma believes in fate a lot. Daivam, fate. So therefore we have in philosophy fatalism also. So things are, the karma siddhanta is also fate only.
Yeah.
So athava daiva pratikulataya bhavati evam. This happens because of our bad luck otherwise. And then natasya dosho, it is not their fault. It is not the fault of the birds, group of birds, 1,000 birds got caught in the net. Uttamcha. Yeah.
पौलस्त्यः कथमन्यदारहरणे दोषं न विज्ञातवान् रामेणापि कथं न हेमहरिणस्यासम्भवो लक्षितः अक्षयैश्चापि युधिष्ठिरेण सहसा प्राप्तो ह्यनर्थः कथम् प्रत्यासन्न विपत्तिमूढमनसां प्रायो मतिः क्षीयते.
Because it is observed, Uktamcha, Paulasyaha katham anyadaraharane dosham na vijnatavan. If it is not a Daiva Pratikulata, if it is not the antagonistic, opposite, no, sir. If it is not the ill favor, ill luck of due to the fate, Daiva Pratikula, if it is not Daiva Pratikulata, then he says, he is giving several examples. Paulastyaha Ravana, Pulastya, Ravana, son of Vishtavas and grandson of Pulastya. Pulastasya apatyam. Paulastyaha Ravana, Katham, how come Ravana Anyadara Harane dosham na vignatavan? How could Ravana not find fault in himself in kidnapping others' woman, others' wife? Katham, how? Anyadara Harane, Anya Bharya Harane, Anyasya Dara Harane. Dara Shabda in Sanskrit is Pullinga Shabda. Actually, you know, Srinivas, Dara, this is the only word meaning wife, but grammatically, gender-wise, it is Pullinga, Dara. So, Dara Harane, Bharya Harane, Kalatra Shabda is there. Katham Anya Kalatra, Anya Bharya Harane, Paulasya Ravana, Dosham na Vignatavan. How did not Ravana know his fault in taking away another man's wife? Ramenapi, even by Rama also, Ramenapi, Katham, how? Na Hema Hiranasya, I'm sorry, Hema Harinasya, Asambhava Lakshitaha. The writer is even questioning how come that even by Lord Rama not thought whether a golden deer exists or not. Ramena api, even by Rama also. Katham na hema hiranasya asambhavaha lakshitaha. Why did not Rama, how did not Rama notice the impossibility of the availability of a golden deer? Did not Rama know that? Now this is also there in Mahabharata. Don't remember that poem. Mahabharata also somewhere there. Then he says, Rama knew, Ravana knew, but their fate was Daiva Pratikulata. That is the argument here. Because their Daiva was Pratikulata, therefore, they knowingly they did these mistakes. Rama did a mistake in believing that a golden deer is seen, etc. And there it says, Prayaha, this is the same thing. I am remembering from Mahabharata. Prayaha Pratyasanna Vipattinam or something. Chittani Viparyastanani Bhavanti, etc. Same thing is there. Akshayi chapi yudhishthirena sahasa praptohi anartaha. Akshayi means dice. You know. Akshayi chapi, and also with the dice, yudhishthirena, by Yudhishthira, sahasa praptahi anartaha. Katham. How Yudhishthira immediately got anartha by his Aksha? Did not he know? Once he played, he was let off, and second time he played, he was caught. So the writer says, Pratyasanna vipatti mooda manasam. People whose foolish mind is caught, Pratyasanna vipatti, you know, Pratyasanna vipatti means vipatti which is about to take place. Agami vipatti, Srinivas. Bhavishyat vipatti. Pratyasanna means at hand. Vipatti. A calamity which is at hand. People whose doom is at hand. Now, you have put it very simply in English. People whose doom is at hand, their minds become foolish like this. People who are doomed to be finished, their minds go wrong way. Even though they are intelligent, Ravana, Rama, and also Yudhishthira, three are here. Ramayana Mahabharata is alluded here. Akshayi chapi, Pratyasanna vipatti mooda manasam, prayaha, generally, matihi kshiyate, the mind, the intelligence, matihi, of people whose doom is at hand generally fails. Kshiyate, nashyati, their intelligence fails. Because their doom is certain. Pratyasanna.
Yeah. So we'll see in next class, sir.
Okay. Bye. Shubham Bhuya.